Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're bringing you our top 10 in 10 minutes most played games for the 4th year of the channel, Board Online, Board Offline. I can't believe it's been 4 years that I've been doing this. It's been a lot of fun, very rewarding. I really appreciate everyone who's ever taken any amount of time out of their life to watch anything I put on this channel. Thank you so much. Without anything else, let's get right into the top 10 most played games. Now, last year, I think I might have gone 15 games or maybe even 20 games, but this year was pretty top heavy. The top 3 games actually make up a third of the games I've played. These are going by individual plays, not amount of time played. So that has a lot to do with why I cut it back down to 10, because I actually only played 51 games over the past year, and if you went too much farther past 10, you started getting into some really massive ties, you know, 4 games, 5 games, that sort of thing. So in the case of a tie, if you do see a tie in this list that I'm about to give you, I broke that tie just based on my personal preference of which game I like more. All right, so let's get it going, starting right now. Okay, so Secret Hitler is my number 10 with 6 plays over the past year. Secret Hitler is a game where it's a social deduction game where one group are the liberals, one group is the fascists, and the fascists are trying to get Hitler into power. The liberals are trying to stop him from taking power. As the game goes along, you're trying to pass or block certain liberal or fascist laws from getting into the government. And it's basically just these little cards that say liberal or fascist. And as it goes along, you have to select different people to propose the laws, and they'll hand 3 laws to one person, and that person then will I believe they then pick one of them to pass or something like that. I can't remember. But based off of that, you have to start deducing who is the bad guys, who are the good guys, who's on each other's team, and trying to stop the bad guys rising to power. All right, so then number 9 is Happy Salmon. This is a game that I just played it 7 times. Well, here's where we're gonna get into a 4-way tie right here. 7 times Happy Salmon, absolutely, completely ridiculous game. It is essentially, everybody has a deck of cards. The cards say either Happy Salmon or Pound It or High Five or Switch. Whatever card yours says, you start repeating that over and over again and making the hand motion for it. And then when somebody else that has that same card sees you doing that, and they give you a high five if that's what you've got. And then you drop that card on the table and you go to the next card. And the first one to make it all the way through the deck wins. It's that simple, but it's so ridiculous and so much fun and so crazy. Each game only takes like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes at the most. But it is a game that anybody can pick up immediately and can just have groups laughing hysterically as soon as they start playing. Number 8 is Friday. Now, Friday is a solo-only game where you are Friday from the Robinson Crusoe book, and you're helping Robinson Crusoe survive. This is a game that I've really enjoyed. I've put in a lot of plays for this. Got 7 plays of it this past year, and it has just really got a fun place in my heart. It's the first solo-only game I ever purchased. I believe it might still be the only truly solo-only game that I have. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. And it's a deck-building game. Obviously, initially, when you start playing, the cards you've got available to you are crap, and then you face these challenges. And as you face the challenges, when you defeat the challenge, you flip the challenge over, and it's an ability card. So then you're building your deck by defeating the challenges. The challenges themselves are what add to your deck. And so then you're gonna try to get rid of some of the bad cards and this sort of thing. That's Friday, my number 8. Number 7, also with 7 plays, Star Wars Imperial Assault. This one, I believe every single one of those 7 plays is going to be with the app, Legends of the Alliance. That app really brought it back to me. This is a game that I kind of started just not playing it based on the regular way that it's played. I was not enjoying it as much as I used to, and then the Legends of the Alliance app really brought it back around. It's fully cooperative now. You can play it solo, you can play it with friends, you're playing against the computer. You don't have that one versus many thing that seems to happen a lot where, especially in a campaign one versus many, where once somebody starts getting on a roll and really steamrolling everybody or winning consistently, it kind of starts being not fun for one side or the other. That's Star Wars Imperial Assault, my number 7 with 7 plays. Number 6, also with 7 plays, it's the end of the four-way tie here, is Charterstone. Now, it's funny, I actually just got Charterstone back to the table tonight for the first time in the past 5 months. We had a big move. This is a game that I'm only playing with my wife right now. We're building our, the village together, just the two of us, and then probably after that, I'll then get the recharge pack and play it again. See, Charterstone is a village building. It's a Euro game, but it's also a legacy game. But unlike other legacy games where players end up destroying cards and destroying things, this one is solely about building. Players put stickers on the board. They have their own charter that is part of a bigger village, and they are building only in that charter and adding, unlocking new buildings. There's a huge. There's a box about that big with somewhere around 300-400 cards in it that are all unlockable cards. And there's a campaign, 12-game campaign. But then here's the best part: as a legacy game, when you finish it, it is designed to continue being played after you're done with the campaign. It's really cool. That's Charterstone. All right, number 5 is Ghost Stories. This is one that came in and got a lot of plays as soon as it came in, and now it's kind of died off a little bit, but it is a brutal, brutal game. I showed it to one of my game groups, and we played it once, and they don't want anything to do with it anymore. It is a cooperative game. You are Taoist monks that are fighting against invading ghosts that are coming to try to resurrect this guy who I think is a necromancer or something like that. Point is, you're trying to stop them from getting him, but essentially what it is each color, there's 4 different colors of Taoist monks, and each one of them has their own side of the board, and the more ghosts that are there, the harder it's going to be to control everything, and you might get overrun, you lose your life, all this stuff. And then when Wu Feng shows up at the end, that's the main boss. If you're not ready for him, he's going to kick your butt. Very, very difficult game. I've beaten it once out of those 8 times. I think that's Ghost Stories, number 5. Number 4 is Pandemic Legacy Season 1. This is the second time I've played Pandemic Legacy Season 1. This got 11 plays over the past year. And yeah, this is just so much fun. Now, I wouldn't go right back at, we're in December now. We're getting close to finishing it finally. This game group I'm playing with, I would not go back and play it again immediately. Like I played Season 1 back to back pretty much. I wouldn't do that again, but maybe in the future I might join somebody's campaign again. I really want to get my hands on Season 2. But this is another legacy game. This one, a lot of destruction in this one. You put stickers on the board, you're tearing cards up when people die, you're tearing cards up for other reasons. You're unlocking all kinds of stuff. You've got a legacy deck that's about that thick that all kinds of stuff in it gets unlocked. And it takes the base Pandemic game, adds a campaign game to it. So much fun. Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Number 3, now here's where the plays really start ramping up. Number 3 is Gloom Haven with 20 plays. All right, so Gloom Haven got 20 plays over the past year. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it's not higher, but these other, you'll see, there's one game on here that really took the cake and really took a lot of my time. But Gloom Haven, this is a massive, massive campaign game. I mean, the amount of content in this is equivalent to something like the Elder Scrolls games on Xbox and PC and all that stuff. And you have all these different races. You end up unlocking them as certain characters will retire as you're playing, and then when they retire, based on what their retirement goal was, they'll unlock other characters that then come in, and you can use those classes and stuff. And I believe the game starts with 6 unlocked classes, and there's like 12 others in the box that can be unlocked. It's really crazy. So much content, so many monsters, so many cards in Gloom Haven. My number 3 with 20 plays. Number 2 with 27 plays, sneaking in because these plays don't take long, is Magic Maze. This game is a ton of fun, even though all those 20 plays got slammed in there probably within a couple of months. to get those 27 plays because each game lasts probably 5 minutes. This game is still so much fun. Every player controls directions of movement or actions rather than individual characters. So all players control all the characters. It's a real-time game and it's a cooperative game where you are your typical fantasy type, you know, a barbarian and a dwarf and a wizard and a thief, I think, or a rogue. And turns out you just, you know, you failed on some mission, now you've lost all your gear and you don't have any money, so you go to the mall and steal new gear. And then you gotta escape before the security gets you. A lot of fun, Magic Maze. My #1 most played game over the past year with 29 plays is Kingdom Death Monster. That game has completely consumed me. I played one campaign, got about 13 years into it, and my people died. This game is so brutal, but so much fun, so customizable. The best way I can describe the way you're constantly just getting bits and pieces of the lore of the world and constantly trying to find out more and understand it without anybody really holding your hand and explaining it to you is the way I felt when I played Dark Souls for the first time, back when I played that on the Xbox. Dark Souls 2 actually was the one I played. They're about equivalent in the amount of brutality, and it's so much fun. It is not for everybody. There's a ton of paperwork, but Kingdom Death Monster is my #1 most played game of the past year. That was from July 23rd, 2017 to July 22nd, 2018. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you heard some good games on there that you like. If any of these games sound interesting to you, go check in the description below for a link to purchase the game, and a little bit of the funds will come back to the channel. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.